What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Prop Drop, where I give you guys free daily player props on this channel. So if you guys are interested in that, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe down below. I have 5 player props for you guys for Week 11 in the NFL, and I can't wait to share them with you guys here. We have been rolling in the NBA, by the way, so make sure guys go ahead and check out those videos as well. So here we go, 5 player props for NFL Week 11. Let's start with my first player prop, and this is my favorite prop of the week for the NFL. It is Justin Herbert over 246.5 passing yards. Best odds -117. So this line, it's moving all over the place. I like it up to 250. That's probably where I would have it as, but this is a ladder opportunity because I think Justin Herbert can legitimately go for like 300 here, okay? He is playing the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are a complete pass funnel. Check out these numbers. Jags are 28th overall against the pass, but 5th overall against the run. Okay, so a clear pass funnel, which works in our benefit hugely here because the Chargers don't have much of a run game. I mean, Kamani Vidal has been, solid, but he's been kind of on and off here. And obviously, Omarion Hampton is still out. I expect Justin Herbert to basically carry this offense through his arm and just throw all over the field. That's why I don't want to pick between one of the receivers, whether it's Ladd McConkey or Keenan Allen or Quentin Johnston. I'm just going to go ahead and take Herbert passing yards here because I think he's just going to chuck it all over the field. And this is just a clear, pass funnel for Herbert. He's just going to drop back a lot. Vidal in the run game is not going to have a lot of success against this tough Jags run defense. So I'm going to go ahead and take that for my first player prop. This is a ladder opportunity, guys. I think Herbert can go for 300 plus passing yards. All right, moving on to my second player prop for you guys. I'm going with Josh Jacobs over 79.5 rushing yards. This is best odds -115. So Josh Jacobs is going against the 31st ranked run defense in the Giants, who we know are absolutely horrendous here. Jacobs is the workhorse for the Packers. We know he is going to get fed the football, and this could be a positive game strip. Most likely will be a positive game strip for the Packers, and so I expect them to run with Jacobs until they can stop him. They probably can't, and this to me, still a relatively low line here compared to what I believe Jacobs is able to do. That he could run for over 100 rushing yards here against the Giants. So that is my second player prop of the day. My third player prop, it is in that same game. I'm playing this for half a unit, though, because I just don't know, because it's the first time he's played this season, and that is Jameis Winston over 221.5 passing yards, best odds -111. So Jameis is starting for the Giants now with Jackson Dart in concussion protocol and Russell Wilson getting demoted. And one thing about Jameis, he is going to chuck the football. So we know that he is going to throw. They're not bringing Jameis in to hand the ball off to Tyron Tracy or Devin Singletary. So he's going to throw. And then I just talked about the game strip for Josh Jacobs and the Packers, which will be a positive game strip for them, being the Packers are going to probably be leading in this game. Well, that means that the Giants obviously are going to be trailing, and so that means more pass attempts for Jameis Winston. So I expect him to throw all over this field in this one. Yes, the Giants don't have great weapons on the outside. I think Slayton got ruled out, no Malik Neighbors, but I just feel like Jameis is still going to find a way to just, move the football through the air. So I'm going to play this for half a unit here. I'm not super confident, but yeah, like that one there. All right, my next player prop after that, I have Kyren Williams. This is for unit over 53.5 rushing yards, best odds -115. I can't believe this line. This is an unbelievably low line for Kyren Williams, man. This should be a 60, 65 yards rushing line. He's going up against the Seahawks, who have the 3rd ranked rush defense. But you go ahead and look at who the Seahawks have played. They have not played a legitimate run game in so long. All of the teams that they've played, like the Texans, Saints, Jags, like these teams don't have good rushing attacks. All right, the Rams do. Kyren Williams is a good running back. The last time the Seahawks played a good running back was Christian McCaffrey way back when, and he ran for almost 70 rushing yards here. So I believe Kyren Williams is going to get fed the football here. I believe it is going to be tougher for Matt Stafford to move the football through the air with this Seattle defense. in the secondary. And so I think Kyren, just by volume gets over this number. So this is just too low of a line here. Doesn't matter the matchup. I'm taking this every single time. And finally, my last player prop, I'm taking this for a unit here. Jalen Waddle over 75.5 receiving yards, best odds minus 118. So Jalen Waddle and the Dolphins are taking on the Washington Commanders in Spain, I believe. This is in Barcelona. International game, I feel like, sometimes we might think those tend to be higher scoring. It doesn't matter here because the matchup is beautiful. The Dolphins are playing to the Commanders defense, which is awful. All right, I thought about, should I take Devon Achane rushing, but his line is sky high. And then I'm like, should I take Tua passing? And then, I'm like, maybe they run the football. So I couldn't really pick. And I'm like, you know what? One guy that is going to get fed in this offense is going to be Jalen Waddle through the air. The number 2 receiver for the Dolphins doesn't really even matter with Malik Washington or Nick Westbrook-Ikine. So I'm going to go ahead and take Jalen Waddle here to surpass this. He's surpassed this in his last 3 games. Just absolutely been on a heater. Number 1 target for Tua. He just routinely feeds him, almost force feeds him to a fault, which we'll take. So to me, I think Waddle can easily go over 100 receiving yards here. So I'm going to take him to cross over 75.5. So there you have it, folks. Those are my 5 player props for you guys for NFL Week 11. I have a couple of leans here that I did not make official plays, but again, they're leans for a reason. I did like Josh Allen over his passing yards. Excuse me. It's set at 208.5. This has gone down. Best odds minus 114, and that is because of the weather in that Bills-Bucks game. It is supposed to be a little nasty with some snow, with some sleet mixed in as well as cold temperatures. And so that is going to obviously lead to a downgrade in the passing attack. But this is such a low number here for a guy who is comfortable playing in bad weather games and snow games. And it's not like it's below 0 and freezing temperatures. It's still supposed to be like 35, 40 degrees. It's just that it's a little bit, nasty with the snow. But we just saw a snow game with the Bears and Caleb was able to move the football. So I still like this one. Again, didn't make an official play, but I would like this one. The other 2 leans that I do like are unders. I like Cam Ward under 181.5 passing yards going up against a vaunted Texans defense. We already know Cam Ward and the Titans offense in general has trouble moving the football. Now you add a very tough defense in the Texans. Yeah, no thanks. And then Derrick Henry is the other one I like, under 75.5 rushing yards going up against an elite Browns run defense. So to me, I think the Ravens are going to be able to move the football through the air more so than the rushing attack. And Henry hasn't looked great in the past couple of weeks. So that is also what I have for a lean. So there you guys have it. 3 leans for you guys. 5 player props. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please hit that subscribe button down below and drop a like and a comment as well. And I will see you guys in the next video.